Good morning, children. So today we will be dealing with the last part of the chapter, that is the foreign trade and its policies. So foreign trade in India includes all imports and exports to and from India. India entered into planned development era in 1950s, and at that time import substitution was a major element of India's trade and industrial policy. In 1950, India's share in the total world trade was 1.78%. So obviously, we studied that the handicrafts industry suffered a setback. It used to export a huge amount, but its exports declined. Export of handicrafts declined. Why? Just because of the high tax on the export of the handicraft goods. Okay. Similarly, all imports, moreover, we were dependent on the machine made goods from America. So foreign trade in India includes all imports and exports to and from India. So as we were dependent on United States of America for our imports, for the machine made goods, okay, and the handicraft goods which were exported were hugely taxed, so it was not possible. Okay, so exports were hampered, we were dependent on the imports. So the time was now under the new industrial policy to make India self-sufficient and to bring about import substitution, means to encourage the domestic industries. Okay, that is to bring about import substitution. Now, the trade policy or the import substitution. In order to be self-reliant in vital sectors, India has followed the strategy of replacing of many imports by domestic production. In the first 7 plans, trade was characterized by an inward-looking trade strategy. Technically, this strategy is called import substitution. So, in order to be self-reliant in the vital sectors, India followed few strategies. So, the first was, in the first 7 plans, trade was characterized by an inward-looking trade strategy. Technically called the import substitution, means you have to substitute the imports with our domestic industries. Import substitution refers to a policy of replacement or substitution of imports by domestic production. Now, the basic aim of the policy was to protect domestic industries from foreign competition, which during the British rule was not possible. During the British rule, we were dependent on them. Okay, so our domestic industries or the products of the domestic industries were replaced by the machine-made goods of Britain during those times. But now it was import substitution, means to replace the imported goods with the domestic good, means we have to absorb the domestic goods and we have to remove the import items from the country. Why it was introduced? It was introduced just to make the domestic industries, to protect the domestic industries from foreign competition. Because if we remain dependent on them, then our domestic industries will not flourish. So that is why whatever now Modi ji is telling to make India Atmanirbhar, that to use Indian made goods, this policy was taken long time back after independence. Okay, just to protect our domestic industries from foreign competition. Okay. Next, the policy of import substitution can serve 2 different objectives: saving of precious foreign exchange and achieving self-reliance. Obviously, if we do not import goods, we don't have to pay them in foreign currency. So our foreign exchange will be saved. Moreover, it will make India self-independent, self-reliance. Okay. So protection from imports through tariffs and quotas. Now, the government made use of 2 ways to protect goods produced in India from imports. First, tariffs. Tariffs refer to the taxes levied on the imported goods. So the basic aim for imposing heavy duty on the imported good was to make them more expensive and discourage their use. Obviously, so one way of reducing import was imposing heavy taxes on the imported goods. Now, if the heavy taxes are imposed on the imported goods, obviously the prices will increase and we will not buy them. Okay. Quotas. Quotas refer to fixing the maximum limit of the imports of a commodity by a domestic producer. So quotas were imposed, means you can import only up till this limit, means a limit was imposed. Beyond that, a domestic producer cannot import any goods from outside. So the tariff on imported goods and quotas helped in restricting the level of imports. And thus it protected the domestic industries and helped the domestic industries to expand without the fear of foreign competition. Next is reason for import substitution. The policy of protection is based on the notion that industries of developing countries like India are not in a position to compete against the goods produced by more developed economies. So the policy of protection or import substitution is based on what? That the industries of the developing country like India are not in a position to compete against the goods produced from the developed nations. With protection, they will be able to compete in the due course of time. Restriction on imports was necessary as there was a risk of drain of foreign exchange reserve on the import of luxury goods. So now why this import substitution was adopted? The import substitution was adopted on the notion that India was not in a position to compete with the foreign goods. Okay, so now if the tariffs are increased, quotas are done, then the competition will get reduced. India will get some time to cope up with them or to compete with them. Moreover, our foreign exchange will be saved, because if we import more, there will be a drain of foreign exchange reserves. So it will save our foreign exchange as well as make India self-independent. Okay. Now we will move to the critical appraisal of industrial development in the next video.